Hello everyone, welcome to the Web Warriors Improv Corner. I am Lolie Salazar, and today the game we're going to be playing for the improvised section of this video channel is the lovely, the interesting, and the most mind-boggling, the sentence story. So, our story today has been chosen, along with the sentences, by these following people. So, it was suggested by D.H. Mann of Edgewater, Illinois, Marshall Davis of Stockton, California, Lars Davis of Santa Monica, and Mike Sherman of Dallas, Texas. So, the way that this game is played is that they have given me a story today that I'm going to reveal to you in a minute, and I'm kind of doing a little bit of a scenes from a hat thing. Instead, this has the sentences in it. All the sentences are mixed up. Nobody really knows in the order which they are. Nobody knows anything. I don't know because I asked somebody else to write this for me, so without further ado, let's get started. So the game is, what the story is, okay, it's the messed up version of Cinderella. Okay, let's go here. So, once upon a time in a country called Fluggerblah, there lived a lady who was bossed around and tormented by her three ugly stepsisters. Where did I get three from? Two ugly stepsisters. And a really hideous ugly stepmom thing named Ugly whatever. So, what happens is that one day Cinderella got tired of everything and decided to tell him, so two dinosaurs walk into a bar and the rest is history. That pretty much proved her point. So the ugly stepmother then said, get back in the kitchen, go work again. So she did. She walked off, all sad and stuff, and was thinking to herself, Cheetos are so weird. Amazingly, when she was thinking, there was a knock at the door, and there stood a man that said to her, why is there a cat taped to my arm? So Cinderella immediately grabbed Lucifer and said, Lucifer, you stupid cat, get off of him. So the messenger then gave her a letter and said, okay, young lady, here you go, since you're the lady of the house, you can read it. So when she read it, it said, get in there and make me a sandwich. She felt very agonized, but she knew this was the prince's way of saying, come on, we have a ball. Come on, visit us. So, she did. Well, she wanted to. However, the ugly family sisters and whatever got to her and took the letter from her by saying, Pepsi. I like it to Pepsi. And Cinderella had no idea why they said that, but she agreed with it with no sense of haste or disagreement. But then she stood up and said, I'm the smeghead and Hollywood can suck it. They all decided to look at her hilariously and ask why she said such a thing. But then she asked, can I go to the ball? So the ugly mom said, sure, why not, if you're finished with your chores. So, as the lady went over and did her chores, she sang to herself, chill out, have a Snickers. And she sang about the sweet taste of Snickers when her animal friends decided to make her a dress out of all these little patches and thingamadoos flying around and laying and such. And they told each other, cereal is in my shoes, as they were doing it. Not like that. So, when Cinderella was finished, she went down to lie down in her bed, and when she saw her dress, she said, have a Coke. It was amazing. She said, have a Coke, it's amazing. I like it. Please. Then the animals were all very pleased to know that. So she went downstairs and she saw her ugly family members standing there in the foyer, and then she told them, hi, Jeff Davis from Whose Line, you're cute. And they just looked at her in awe and agreed. They like, But the worst thing that happened was that they noticed that her dress was made out of all little pieces and bits that used to belong to them. So they said, no way. No. And then after that they told her, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria, while they ripped the little things off of her dress and her outfit and everything. So as they did that, Cinderella cried and ran out to the garden, and they laughed while saying, it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So, she cried in the garden in the dark with her torn dress, feeling rather depressed. Suddenly, a fairy godmother showed up and said, don't cry. Come on, pick yourself up. I can fix this with just a wave of my wand and a spell that can turn you normal and fix your clothes. So the spell went, Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery. Yeah, I ship it. So, she wove her wand, and everything went pretty great. So Cinderella went to the ball and knew that she had to come back through midnight. By midnight, and the prince spotted her immediately. And once he saw her, he said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So they grabbed a drink. They talked and laughed all night until her shoe fell off. And he thought to himself, I collect spores, molds, and fungus. It was an amazing idea. So the prince decided to put out a new order in the kingdom, and within the order said, hello, is it me you're looking for? And a lot of women nodded. So he went door to door looking for the proper lady. So he got to the ugly people's house, and the ugly people had locked Cinderella inside of a closet. So the first ugly sister went in, and the duke then said, my God, you look good, but you need to work on that hair. So the first ugly sister got very, very upset, and she said to him, I'm Ishmael. And she said, then the Grand Duke eventually figured out that she wasn't female, in fact. She was an ugly brother instead of an ugly sister. And she gave up. Or he gave up, I'm not sure. The second sister came in, tried to stick her foot in there, and said, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? And he decided to say, she decided to keep trying and stick her foot in there until there was a scream heard from upstairs. So up came the prince and said, she's a maniac on the floor, and she's dancing like she's never danced before. And then after, he let her out, and he tried the shoe on, and he said, it's not butter. So as they went downstairs, she put the shoe on and tried it on, and it was a perfect fit. But as the footman tried to retrieve it, the stepmother decided to trip the footman who had the shoe on, and as he fell down, he said, those aren't pillows. But the prince eventually found out that Cinderella did, however, have another shoe that was the same. They got married, and their last and final words were, and he spiked me, give me a chicken salad sandwich. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lovely little improvisational story, and come back next time, subscribe, or down there, wherever, because YouTube keeps moving stuff around. Like it, don't like it, whatever, and stay tuned, because we're going to have a really, really neat series on this particular site. All I'm going to give you is the title. It's called, what? The Web Warriors. Okay, well, until then, I'm Lolie. Take care of yourself. Don't drive when you're drunk. Don't drive and text. Don't do drugs. Stay off the streets. And remember, stay sweet and stay beautiful. Bye, everyone.